Let's kind of loop back a little bit to when you first learned loving kindness, classically it's with these phrases. What are a variety? Can you give us a variety of ways that you've come to understand how to actually practice loving kindness, whether it's with phrases or other things, or yeah, tell us a bit
Well,
more.
when I did loving kindness intensively for the first time, that was in Burma in 1985, with my Burmese teacher Sayadaw U Pandita, and it was very much about phrases,
Yeah.
which I liked. They say that in any given moment of doing loving kindness practice, well, first of all, loving kindness practice is like a generosity practice. It's like gift giving. We're offering a certain kind of attention that's not critical. It's not conditional. Like I'll pay attention to you if you just get better. It's really like a freely given gift. And so in any moment of doing that method, you might have the strongest thing going on might be the sense of the recipient, either through imagery or just a sense of them, or it might be a kind of feeling, or it might be the phrases, which are the vehicle for the gift giving. We offer these phrases. It's a way of contouring our attention so that we're paying attention in a certain way. And some people are not that visually oriented, although you are clearly, and the sense of the person is something or being, doesn't have to be a person, the sense of the being, something we accentuate sometimes, but it's not always the strongest thing. The feeling may not be the strongest thing. And that's something I say ad nauseum in teaching, that, don't be assessing your practice based on what you're feeling, ironically enough, because I know that there can be tremendous changes happening in one's being without a great emotional sense happening. And, I've seen decades of people being disappointed because they think nothing is happening, because they're not awash in this like beautiful feeling, and then they leave the retreat and something happens. They run into their difficult person, or they themselves make a mistake, and they realize, oh, I'm different. Even though there hadn't been the longed for emotion. So maybe the emotion's not there, but the phrases can be the bottom line. You can always come back to having the phrases. So the phrases are usually very simple. They need to be simple, because they need to be something that is very general. You don't want to start with like, may I, beat the traffic tomorrow so that I can get to where I need to go, or find a new apartment in New York or something. Because what happens is you move on. You want the stability of some concentration, so it needs to be pretty simple.
Yeah. Like may I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be safe. Yeah. And something you say, which I think is really, really nice from a teaching perspective that makes a lot of sense, is a lot of people don't come to loving kindness as their first practice necessarily. So maybe some people do, but a lot of people don't. And so people come with a breathing practice, or they come with if they've come through MBSR, they come with initially with a body scan practice, something like that. And the intention is, okay, so there's something I'm paying attention to. My mind may wander off, and yet I note that very gently, bring myself back. And one thing that you say, which is really wonderful, you say the phrases are the object of your attention in some way. So your mind may wander off the phrases, and then when you note that, just very gently bring it back, just like you might with the breath.
That's right.
And so that really translates in a very practical, understandable way. It's like, okay, all right, I'm doing this right now. It's these phrases, and almost for their own sake. Maybe for it's for a tuning of the heart in some way, so that something happens later and you notice you have a different relationship going on in your mind towards yourself and towards other people. So I just wanted to bring that up, because I think that I know that was really helpful to me, in being able to practice with it too.